today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 7. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away at 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Complete to number 1.
A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Justin Tucker.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Cohen now to return. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down. Now a handoff looking right. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on third down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Flushed out right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How about to get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down.
Yards to go.
Again, Jackson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Look at this, big game. Look at that.
Jason's pass. Intercepted.
Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Number 89. Touchdown, Kansas City.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed. They use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Cohen now to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
LA readies for its next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one's incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And he's going to have the hook up to QT. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left. And coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to wait for one deep left side. And some space here.
The pass. Intercepted by the Chiefs. Sets up 1st down and goal at the 8-yard line.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Pulled on the keeper. Incomplete in the end.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Jackson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Third and goal, Jackson. Buying time to his left. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And Tucker's kick right there, it's good, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game.
Chargers.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong color jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots. Now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. More from L.A. in a moment. Here's Jack Fox now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Well, he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. He's going to wind up and air it out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw again is Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down at the
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. this score will stay right where it is.
The score, Chiefs.
So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and it was wide to the right.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. Touchdown, Cordero Patterson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
For the extra point.
Maybe that is the... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
On the fake extra point.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown. But those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again, Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
A gain of 20.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than him. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there, a huge loss. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And he hits him in stride. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On second and goal, Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Jackson's pass intercepted.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. He's going to fire deep middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Seconds remaining.
Intended for his running back. Brings up a third down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete on the trickeration. Maybe time to put that play on the back burner for a while. That was nearly a disaster.
In punt formation.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And taken at the 46. So we reach halftime here. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
16. Chargers 6. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively start the third quarter. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And that right side is his running back. It's complete downfield.
Jackson's pass.
Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
26 yards. First down, Kansas City.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Flushed out right. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route run.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Complete to number
From
89.
4 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Cohen now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Taken down and sacked.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Down and 1.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Second and 5. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 19.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
10 at the 10-yard.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the ball comes loose.
The running back, the ball carrier.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
And sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20.
I like it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Number 1, the ball.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
9-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10. And
they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, you have to throw it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, if I have a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
The 30-yard line.
And so we're into it over. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to play it.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 24, and he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and find another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
It's a loss of 2. Brings
the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll get this just to the 47. One. Yard gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Loss of 6 yards.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, it's Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Levi Wallace with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock.
This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
They'll try and run up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it. Still down 10.
Now he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the defense for Los Angeles as they head out to set up shop. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Going up top. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up near the 34. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up at the 35, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
He finds a man on the crossing route. their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Jackson's pass incomplete in the end zone.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now
is going to be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately, that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
Today,
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the areas do, but they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
As they move to